Welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at Fiendsmith Primite control, and we recently got Dippity in the new pack, which is kind of replacing White Dustin, mainly because he's a level 4 and you can make Chaos Angel. That's not the only reason. You can also like run level 4 Xyz and use Lacrima to make a rank 4 and then go from there. So that's always a play. But then again, he's also a light fiend, so he is full Fiendsmith combo. So let's jump into the deck profile, and then we'll show some replays. So we got the Dippity, the driver for the Gamma. It's really nice because he's a normal monster, and Lordly Load can summon him. You can also activate Drill Beam, but the main effect is going to be for Roar's Graveyard effect. So if your opponent normal summons a monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard and then target one normal monster you control or in your graveyard. Banish one monster from the field with less attack. So 2500 is pretty huge. No one's really gonna be higher than that. And sometimes you do stop like their Lacrima, their like Ether Beryl. Sure, their effects still resolve, but Blue Eyes is kind of turns over really, because they can't go into Spirit and then they can't get their field spell. And then Fiendsmith, what are they gonna do? They end their turn. And then we have Larry. We're playing like every hand trap, so 2 Veiler, 2 Droll, 2 Maxi, the 1 Gamma, 2 Rabbit, the 3 Ashes. We have Lacrima, which is full Fiendsmith combo. And then we have triple Aether Beryl, playing the Magna and the Druid Storm, so we can search for Aether Beryl, and then we can also search for Phantasme. We're trying him out just to see what he does or how good he is, but shuffling like cards you don't need anymore and fixing your hand is really good. Targeting protection, and then we have 2 Engravers, 2 Nibiru's, triple Track, triple Load, 1 Roar, 1 Drill Beam, 3 Impermanence, 1 Paradise. And then for the extra deck we have Lacrima, Necroquip, Desiree, Chaos Angel, M7, he's really good. You can recycle your hand traps, you can bring back Magna Hut. So really, when you're in a grinding game, you just summon this guy, and then you can just add more resources. We have Caesar, we have Zeus, 1 Typhon, 2 Requiem, Little Knight, Moon, Sequence, Agnum Day, and then Goddess. A little trick with Agnum Day you can do is summon Agnum Day and then bring back Dippity. And then if you have Roar in the graveyard, you can use Roar effect, and that'll be like 1800 of Agnum Day. And again, that gets over mostly a lot of things. Aether Beryl, Lacrima, even like Stratos and stuff like that. So that's it for the deck profile. Let's get into some combos and some replays. This will be the main combo, and it's not too complicated. You guys have seen it so many times by now. So you got Larry, discard Larry, and then you special. It's just the Fiendsmith stuff, and you just go into Caesar. But I thought I'd just showcase it for people that don't know. So you go Requiem into Lacrima, and then you send the Engraver, attach the Requiem. So sometimes with Lacrima here, or Necroquip, you do have the discard effect. So if you discard a monster, you can activate one of the following and draw a card. You usually just always draw a card. That's if you have like a way to discard something, because you can get to this point like Necroquip with just Lacrima, and if you have Engraver in hand, can discard the engraver to add track, and then you can draw a card. So we activate engraver, put back the Lurry, and then you go Caesar, and then yeah, that's pretty much your turn. Then you have a bunch of hand traps. Like I have 3 here. It would interrupt with summoning Lacrima from the grave. So that's it for the main combo. Let's check out a little bit more like full combo you can do with Primite. This would be the, I guess, the best board you can make, and the more in-depth combo, and you just need Beryl, and then the Fiendsmith package, which is engraver or track. Watch out, because you can get drolled here and your turn just ends. So we had track, and now we go Beryl. And you can set the lordy load, and then you can search for Drill Beam, and then you can go track, and then you do the Fiendsmith stuff. You should probably do the Fiendsmith stuff first, just because you want to be nib proof, or at least force it out. But here we go, Requiem. And then Lacrima. Then we can send the second engraver, equip the Requiem, and then go Necroquip. And then you summon your Caesar. So we go Caesar here. And now you do have Drill Beam, but it's not live yet. So now you can go Beryl. You can just send the Dippity, and then you activate load, summon the driver. Now your Drill Beam's live. You have a normal monster, and you still have Primite set up for next turn. This way you have both Dippity and driver on ready, because sometimes they'll just banish your Dippity or get rid of it somehow. But now you have essentially 2 ways, and you still have the Requiem and the Lacrima combo to send to Paradise. So that's it for the more in-depth combo. We have one more combo to show off after this. So this combo is for those when you don't have access to your Fiendsmith combo and you just need Beryl. You do lose out on Drill Beam if you don't have Drill Beam, but you end up with a Caesar and all the Fiendsmith disruptions, and then Drill Beam will be ready for next turn when you get back to Beryl. So you can just normal, and then we set the lordy load. The lordy load activates, and then you would add the roar here. This is if you don't have access to your Fiendsmith, which I don't, right? And then you can activate Beryl's effect. We can send driver, and now you can activate roar. You pay the 2,000. Now you can summon Dippity. This is good because if you activate lordy load to summon him, you can't activate any more effects for the rest of the turn. And then he is just a full Fiendsmith combo. So you've seen this a million times by now. And that combo is nice if you, like I said, you don't have Fiendsmith combo. So you attach. And then here, this is the best part. So you summon your Caesar, back to Dippity. You do lose that on a Light Fiend, but don't worry, you still have Driver in the graveyard for next turn. So you have the Caesar, and then you can just summon the Dippity back here at the end of the turn. So you can bluff him, right? If you didn't add Drill Beam, they're thinking to themselves, okay, they have it in hand already, which you might or might not have. So when you summon the Dippity, now it's live. So now they're thinking to themselves, okay, they have Drill Beam, probably an Imperm, and so you still have the double Caesar negate, and then the Requiem and Lacrima combo. We got unlucky here because we got the Paradise, but you still lead back to the same board, and it's just a different way of sequence it. So that'll be it for that combo. Let's check out some replays. This will be the first replay, and we're going first, and we open up pretty well. Effectively load, Lordly Load, summon Ether Beryl, set the Drill Beam, and then we go Fiendsmith combo here, add Track, add Lurie, special Lurie, and then we're just trying to set up a Caesar here, and then pass, which we do. So we're kind of worried because they didn't hand trap us. So yeah, kind of a bit nervous here. So we set up Caesar. It's pretty good. And then Beryl sends Dippity, and then here I special the Driver. It's 2800 attack. We don't have the roar, but if I did, this would be very 2800 is really big. But we do have the Drill Beam and 2 hand traps. So, and the Graveyard with Requiem, so we're in a good spot here. Like I said, a bit nervous because we're playing against no hand traps. So here he forces the Drill Beam, and then he has to drop it, and now I'm worried because and then the Ultimate Slayer, and then just here I draw a Lockbird. Doesn't matter, he has Lava Golem, and then luckily for me he summoned all those monsters in Nibiru. So I Nibiru him, and then he just scoops. So yeah, I was a bit nervous with all the no hand traps and all those board breakers. So let's check out another replay. Here we have another replay. We're going second. So he's up, he sets 3. He's probably playing Blue Eyes, and he bricked. So I'm up. Summon Aether Beryl, just gets Drill Beam right away. Still have Fiendsmith cards. So discard, add Track, add Lurie, special, and then here I'm just gonna go Caesar because I got a little nervous here because I thought he was gonna dib. So I should have just attacked, but I'm playing it safe here. I went to Caesar because I wanted to get him off on the field. He attacked, and my turn with Perm. He sends Majesty. We know he has the Blue Eyes because he showed it off Drill Beam. Here I put Lacrima back in my deck. I have the Ash for that, so and then he pops my card. I have to activate the effect here. He pops the Imperm. It's kind of weird, but I guess he can get over my Caesar off with Blue Eyes, but I send the Paradise, send True Light, and then he forfeits. So that was a pretty good display of what the deck can do. Let's check out more replays. So I'm going first here, and I open up with a decent hand. I roar here for Dippity, but he has Fuwalos, so I don't even bother special summoning it. I grab Drill Beam, off Lordly Load, he ashed that. I probably should have just set the Drill Beam. Here I send Dippity to the grave, and then I special him so he doesn't draw a card, but then I go Requiem, he can draw 1. So that's pretty good. I have Maxi and Nib, so here he goes Track. I chain my Requiem to get my Paradise Engrave. So He's doing his Fiendsmith. I max C here. He has not two, but 3 teleports. I'm like, okay. Here, I completely misplayed. He has targeting protection. So he draws a card, then he draws off or searches off Xiamen. Now he fusions into Rising Carp. I'm still drawing off Max C, so yeah, that's fine. He goes into the Synchro. I nib him here because he can go into the new monster, the new XE, that negates. So yeah, I knew he had Rising Carp or Rising Scale. That's why I wanted to hold the Nibiru, but I had to use it there. There, I negate his monster. He goes into Psychic End. Here, our life points are pretty close because I did Roar, where I have to pay 2,000. So his Punisher's not gonna get that big, because I've lost to Punishers that get over like 10,000 attack because they've gave up so many of their points. But here he doesn't activate the effect, which is kind of correct. So my thought process is, oh, let me just crash into him, and then just drop beam a card out of his hand off the board. And I'm at 6 cards, so if I can't win here, I suck or something. So I do Fiendsmith stuff. I'm trying to get a strong monster, but not like too strong. Like I want to pretty much be on the same like a 3,000. So I need to crash into it and take damage. I was like, okay, never mind. Let me just goddess it. So my whole idea was to summon Crash the Lacrima because it's 2400, so he won't be like, I won't take a lot of damage. I put myself in danger, but then I realized I had the goddess, so I just summoned goddess and attacked over and won the duel. So that'll be it for that replay. Let's watch one more. That'll be it for all the combos and replays. So yep, that's pretty much the deck. I think it's like a tier like 2, probably a tier 3 deck. I don't think it's super oppressive. It's definitely a very effective deck though, because Caesar with double negate and Lacrima, Requiem, Graveyard combo is another. Plus all the hand traps does do a lot. But like, let's be honest, Snake Eye is just so degenerate, probably doesn't belong in the game anymore. Because they have so many extenders, right? And so yeah. So for the hand traps, I liked most of them. Phantasme came up like twice, but in all the games that I played, probably like 25 games, he came up like 2 or 3 times. But there's not that many more hand traps you can play, right? I mean, there's Fuolos. I don't like this card, so I just don't play it. DD Crow's okay. And then you're playing literally all the other hand traps, literally even Gamma, so you can get rid of Phantasme if you think DD Crow's better, or Fuolos. I hate this card, so yeah, I'm never gonna play it. Any of the Imperms as well. You don't play Called By and Crossout, because like I said, it doesn't really matter. Because at most you just summon Lacrima and you go Requiem and pass. That's just one card. Or like if they try to preemptively max you because they think you're playing Blue Eyes because you summon Ether Beryl, you already got the load, and then you already have Joe Beam, so you just summon your normal monster from your deck if you have one. You might even have Joe Beam, might even be live because you have it in your hand. So yeah, Goddess came up. She's really good, super underrated. just to deal with that one problematic monster. And then I never summon Chaos Angel because the duels kind of end. Zeus barely comes out. He's mainly to go off M7, and then you just wipe the board. Little Knight's really good. There's times where you end with Caesar, Little Knight, Drill Beam, and Lacrima, and then Requiem in the Grave with Paradise. So that's like your best board you can make. But you need a lot of extenders. Like you need to really probably need to resolve Gamma, or even like summon one of the Bestials, because you won't have enough bodies to make that. Yeah, you need at least. Yeah, you need at least one of the Bestials to get summoned. Phantasme on their turn. Maybe Nib, and then they pass. Because you need 4 bodies. Caesar's already 2. And then you have the one normal summon, Ether Beryl, plus Nib. Yeah, so you need 4 bodies. And that wins you like a lot of interrupt. This is 2 interruptions. Caesar's 2 interruptions. Paradise is 1 more interruption. Plus all your hand traps. And you still have Drill Beam. And sometimes even Roar in the Grave. So yeah, most decks fold. It's a very, like I said, very effective deck. So that'll be it for the deck. Let me know what you think. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.